Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Hello, Taurus. Welcome in, Taurus. I'm glad to see you. Welcome. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations. Thank you so much. Remember, not everything's going to resonate here. Take what does and leave the rest. We're going to start with oracles today. I hope you find tarot helps you with your life to analyze it a little bit deeper. Oracle message for our Taurus. Let's get into this. Ooh, lots of oracle messages. Okay. In the first oracle deck, you have all the willows know your name. This is one of my favorite ones. We'll get into what these mean in a minute. Weavers know that all is God. Okay, that all is spirit. And when the grit becomes a pearl. Excellent. Okay, looks like you've been doing some work here, Taurus. Some spiritual work here. Let's get into our second oracle deck for Taurus. Messages for our Taurus today. Messages for Taurus. Hope everyone's doing well. You're enjoying a good day. Okay. And two from our second deck. Round and round and no place like home. Okay, so let's see. All the willows know your name. This is like a nod to spirit, your spirit team, the divine. They know your name because of the work that you're doing, because of the good that you're doing. You're becoming known in the spiritual realms. And this weavers know that all is spirit is co-creating with your spirit. This has taken a lot of courage on your part, I see. But I feel like you're finding your rhythm here. You're a natural leader in this area in spirit. That can help other generations. You are protected. You're finding your roots here. In this element, I feel like it's new to you, relatively new to you, but it's something you've worked hard at getting to this point. It's when the grit becomes a pearl. This oracle here, I think, sums it up beautifully. You know, you've really just polished yourself. You've really looked inward. There's probably been a dark night of the soul, a lot of shadow work here that's gone on. This has not been easy. Not everyone does this because it's so hard. A real, sincere, honest look at self. It's going to branch out into other areas, into other people in your life. This round and round, this talks about like a never-ending story. I feel like you pulled yourself out of that energy and you found your home now. It's like you've come back to yourself. The light has always been on. The staff, the spiritual help here. Somehow you missed that porch light being on. Let's grab a charm for each oracle. How about this all willows know your name? Charm for that, please. Okay, peace. Yeah, finding peace here with your name being spoken in the spiritual ethers. It's because you found peace, I'm hearing. Weavers know all that is spirit. Your co-creation here, the charm is, infinity. Okay, this has always been available to you, this co-creation. You've always co-created. Maybe you took a break from this. You had to find your way. What about this oracle about the pearl? Let's get a charm on this. The pearl oracle, when the grit becomes a pearl, fairy magic energy. Emotions. This has been very emotional. Sometimes you haven't known what your motivation has been. Sometimes you've been confusing to yourself. But again, it's a coming back to self. But maybe that's been the process, is figuring out your motivations, your whys. What's this round and round spirit for a charm? I'm trying to be very quiet here so this doesn't rattle your ears. Round and round. Okay, this is our Buena Suerte elephant. Lots of love here. Busting down barriers, all that shadow work. You did it with love, love for self. That was the key. No place like home charm, please, for our oracle. Ah, the star, including all the elements. Each point represents an element: earth, fire, water, and earth, fire, water, and love, plus spirit. Yeah, definitely a coming back to self with the help of spirit, coming back to spirit. Spirit's always been here. You've done an awful lot of work. You're being recognized for the work that you've done. It has been tough, but you've done it. Let's get some tarot out here. I don't know why I feel like I need to be quiet. It's like a peaceful, I feel like I'm walking into a spiritual sanctuary and I have to be kind of quiet. Quiet's not usually my thing, so I'm just recognizing this is a little odd. So, yeah, let's get into this tarot-wise. What's this first oracle here, Spirit? More information. Being known in the ethers. Page of Swords, yeah. For telling the truth, for knowing your truth. What's this piece here, Spirit? Leads to your ultimate happiness, peace. You've been searching for peace within yourself, in your life, in your circumstances. I see that's coming through. What's the Weavers? Okay. The second oracle talks about weavers know that all is spirit. We've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Chariot, and we've got the Strength. Your co-creation here with the divine, your spirit team, has brought you through a lot of heartache. You've looked at it. It's been a place you didn't want to go. You know, who wants to go there? But a lot of growth has happened here, a lot of healing, deep-seated wounds. But I feel like the deep-seated wounds were keeping you from your ultimate wishes and dreams in life. So there was a need to connect with the divine here, co-create. I'm hearing this path back to self. And then once I feel like you got the hang of this, you just ran with it. And you gained a lot of strength because of this journey and a lot of momentum. What's the infinity here? Spirit's always been with you in this way. Spirit's always available to us in this way. Through the darkness comes the color. Coming back to self, a dynamic sense of self. The King of Wands here. Lots of burdens lifted. I feel like you can be yourself, which is a very outgoing person, or, you know, more so than that, just happy with self. Just really, you're exuding a lot of happiness. It shows on the outside what you feel on the inside. What's the grit and pearl here, Spirit? We've got the moon here. Okay. As you were polishing up from grit to pearl, so to speak, yeah, you didn't see this coming as an opportunity to do this or that you would get on board with this. You didn't see this coming. So maybe somebody helped you to get there, or maybe it was a situation where There were no more paths. You had to take this path. You felt like that. I feel like that energy is very present here as well. Is there more on the grit pearl, please? The moon. The moon talks about not seeing something coming. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Not seeing something clearly. Not seeing something coming. To Two of Pentacles in the reverse, seeing it clearly. Yeah. You see the truth in yourself. You see that this path has led you there. You see that it was necessary. What's the fairy energy here, please, Spirit? Four of Swords. Excuse me. Your motivations in life were becoming very confusing, to the point where even when this was presented to you to walk the dark night of the soul, do a lot of shadow work for your benefit, it was hard to see what path to take. Or, yeah, you were so burnt out, it was hard to see the path. That's for sure the energy. You were so burnt out by something that was just tearing you up. The truth of it was just tearing you up. You didn't want to look at it. It was hard to look at. Brings a lot of pain. But I feel like by working at looking at this and working at this, you have healed it, or you're in the process of healing it. You're getting on the other side of this, or you are on the other side of this now. What's the round and round here, Spirit? This card talks about, as I mentioned, just like a never-ending story. It just goes round and round. Lovers, making good choices here. You made a good choice to stop the circular motion of this. What's our elephant here? Love. You came at this with love. Love for self. That's very big. Forgiving self for situations you were in. The forgiveness to self. Five of Pentacles. You weren't accepting lack anymore. Seeing your worth. It's what I try and really focus in on this channel. Seeing your worth. Doing activities, doing mental exercises that helps you see that, helps you stay in that, knowing your worth. Okay, let's go on to this next oracle, No Place Like Home. Let's get a little bit more confirmation on this No Place Like Home energy. Again, you didn't see the porch light was on. It's always been available to you. Nine of Wands. The porch light turned on as immediately when you needed it. I mean, you were at your last. I am hearing breath here, but I'm not sure I can explain that. You were at your, maybe for some of you, your rock bottom here. This is a ladder. This is a life. This is a home. This is a light that became available to you, a way, a light in the way. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. Laying your burdens down, relaxing. I mean, there is hard work here, but like a tormenting energy, you can relax from, or this light on helped you to be less tormented or no longer tormented by something. What's the star energy here, please? What's our star energy here, please? All the elements working together, you working as one with the elements and with spirit. Two of Wands. You challenged yourself enough to make a difference here in your life, to change up the energy, to incorporate both being grounded and being elated by who you are, happy again. Like there's a veneer I'm hearing, and then it's gone through hard work, but there was a veneer, like you couldn't be naturally happy, something like that. You couldn't naturally give and receive love. Yeah, that's a big one too. I'm hearing that's a big one. Giving and receiving love, going back to old wounds at whatever time in someone's life. It'll be different for everybody. And being able to do that, give and receive love without embarrassment, without shame, without some sort of negativity you've attached to this. An undeserving energy as well. Emotional stability as well has come out of this. A clearing, a clarity, emotional stability. Wow. Okay. Further messages for our Taurus. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. Letting yourself out of an imprisonment, some sort of imprisonment. A lot of times this card talks about self-imposed imprisonment, and that could certainly be the case. Again, I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm like walking on eggshells type energy. No, I don't know what that is. Okay, the Hangman. Yeah, you saw yourself from all kinds of angles. Somebody helped you with this. Your spirit team helped you with this. Strong ties from the home that you needed to be re-engaged with helped you with this. For some of you, you were going down a very dangerous path. Everything was topsy-turvy, upside down. You didn't know which way was up. Yeah, a catalyst could have been something for a small percentage of you that was paranormal. And you took note and thought, whoa, there are a lot more layers to this than I realize. And we did talk about layers and you being known in the ethers. And that was motivation enough to get on some sort of path here that is your divinely guided path. Queen of Pentacles, the grounding in this, the work that you've done, the spiritual growth that you've had, that you see, that's available to you, the self-confidence that has been built here, the growth that has taken place here. And you've built this up like one stone at a time. It's like you've rebuilt yourself one stone at a time. Incredible. It's been a very emotional trip. Wow. You've done a lot of regeneration of self. Mind blow. Okay, death is on the back of the deck here. So this could be death of the old in with the new. Transformation. You needed to nurture yourself. See yourself. Appreciate yourself. Be there for yourself. Support yourself. Emotionally support yourself. Otherwise, you were just kind of blowing in the wind and whatever came along. This is a very grounding energy here. Like regaining your mind again, regaining your head, like grounding. Happiness comes, growth comes. You're no longer, you're embracing your uniqueness rather than, I am hearing being embarrassed by it or like being ashamed of it. No. I don't really like those words for this, but I am hearing that. Some of you may relate to that. like embracing this uniqueness about you has nothing to do with being embarrassed or ashamed. This is what makes you you. It's what's remarkable about you. It's a changing of the attitude somehow that way. A fire in your belly to get going with something new. Looking back on what held you back, what stopped your growth. It played mind games with you, something like that. There is a lot of spiritual growth here and a coming back to home. I see that twice. Come back to home. Get grounded. Be the brace that you need, the support you need. You needed like maybe you need like cane kind of energy, some sort of crutch energy or cane or a brace as you get going here. But, eventually you won't need that either, or you're getting to the point where you don't need that either. I see a lot of wishes being able to come to mind to then fulfill now. There's something else I'm missing here. What is it? What am I not seeing? Abundance. Fire in the belly, fire in the mind. It's like an energy of lots of ideas from an energy of like a burning in your mind. Something that was taking you away from being able to think clearly to now that burning has been replaced with lots of ideas and sharp thinking and sparks. Something like that. Incredible. Okay, let's do an angel wish. I like this message, Taurus. And I'm hearing you can go even deeper with this. Angel wish for our Taurus. What are we saying here? You are never alone. Believe. Yeah, you're never alone. Okay? Belief. You were never alone. Porch light was always on. It was always available to you. There was always some caring energy there, or multiple caring energies, your spirit team, your family, friends, that always had the light on for you, waiting for your return. Now you see that light, and there's no place like home, and you feel it maybe for the first time ever, that there is no place like home, and there's a sense of happiness here. And what you thought, one final thought I'm getting is, what you thought was a precarious home, built on sticks, let's say, built, a house of cards sort of energy, has always been a staff, has always been a source of power and strength for you. So there wasn't ever anything precarious, or if there was, let's say for some of you, there has been, there's now a staff there in place of that precariousness. But I'm getting more, it was your perception, something you were doing. Your perception was, maybe this is very hard to talk about. Your perception was that the home was precarious, but in reality, it was always a source of strength, and it was always strong and available to you. That's your message, Taurus. Again, I love these mind blows. They're interesting. I hope this has been beneficial for someone or many people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me. Let's always remember, as I try and always close out with, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. That's your message today, Taurus. Thank you.